Ashes into Light, a novel by VMS, Chapter 9, The Breaking Point. The days blurred into each other. Raga moved like a shadow through her routine school, home, cooking, Arjun studies, while inside her chest the storm raged louder and louder. She had lived through indignities before, but never had the walls pressed so close, never had the threats weighed so heavily. Rajiv prowled like a predator and Hari circled like a hawk, and Raga caught between them, felt her strength being tested to its very core. You are still running, your little schemes, eh? He barked. I warned you, don't think you can cheat me. If you go, I will tell everyone what you are. A woman who sold herself to men, now pretending to be noble. Raga froze. Arjun clutched her mama sari Palu, frightened by his tone. Go inside, Kana, she whispered to her son. He obeyed reluctantly, glancing back at her with worried eyes. Then she turned to Rajiv, her voice shaking but steady. You may control many things, Mr. Rajiv, but you do not own me. Not my body, not my future. Leave us alone. He laughed cruelly. Big words, but remember, madam, you live in my house, one call, and you are out on the street. What will you do then? Will your son in your arms beg on the street? His laughter followed her inside like a curse. That night, Hari arrived. He carried sweets for Arjun, but his eyes burned with cold fury. When Arjun went to bed, Hari cornered her in the kitchen. You are testing me, Raga, still planning Dubai. I know it. I will drag you to court before you set foot on the plane. I will prove you unfit, a reckless mother. Raga's voice cracked. Why are you doing this? You don't care for me, not even for Arjun. Why keep us trapped? Hari's face hardened because you belong here, not strutting in some foreign land, pretending to be free. You are mine, Raga, whether you like it or not, you live or not live with me. The words slammed into her like blows. For a moment, her legs trembled, but deep inside, something snapped. That night, Raga didn't sleep. She sat by the window, staring at the street lights, her eyes burning with unshed tears. Her whole life she had endured, she had bent, adjusted, tolerated, but this was no longer endurance. She was slow strangulation. This was a kind of strangulation for her. She thought of her son's laughter, of his dreams of Dubai, of the way his eyes lit up, and when she spoke to a new life, when he is ready for it, she thought of herself too, how much she had given up, how much she had buried under silence, and she knew there was no going back. The next morning before sunrise, Raga packed a suitcase with a few clothes and documents and some money from her hidden, pot. She shook Arjun gently awake. Amma, what is happening? He mumbled. We are leaving Kana now. Where? Somewhere safe. Trust Amma. He nodded sleepily, his faith absolute. As the first light of dawn spread across the city, Raga and her son slipped out of the house quietly. The streets were still and air cool. Every step felt both terrifying and liberating. She did not know what tomorrow would bring, how Hari would react, what Raji would do, whether she could board her flight when the time came. But she knew this. She would no longer be silent, no longer be caged. For the first time in years, she felt the weight in her chest begin to lift. End of chapter 9.